Hey everybody, it's Christine of Crafty Paws. I thought I would do a quick tutorial. Hopefully it'll be quick. I am using the second smallest die in this Labels 1 nesting die from Diemond dies. And if you guys haven't checked out Diemond dies, you definitely need to go. I'm currently a guest design team member and I am just loving playing with these dies. So I'm going to do a triple swing card using these dies. And you can use all sorts of die shapes, but I decided I wanted to use the second smallest one so I could fit 3 of the swinging portions onto a single card. So I'm going to put all the dimensions on my blog so you guys can check it out, and I'll put a link in the description box for that. But let me go through and share with you guys my process. So because my Big Shot fits on a horizontal only 6 inches, that is the maximum. So I'm doing the card base at 6 inches by 7.5 inches. So let me do that. 7.5 and 6. And then you're going to score and you put the 7.5 across the top, and you score at 2 7/8 and 3 7/8. And then pick a pretty pattern paper, and I'm going to use this Daisy Hill bone paper. And with one 8x8 sheet, you should be able to do the entire back panels. So let me take that. And in fact, you could probably even get away with doing it with a 6x6 sheet, but I have this 8x8. It's the smallest size that I have for this. And you need a 5 3/4 by 2 5/8. And then you need a 5 3/4 by 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, that will line up right here with a little bit of border around each. And I am going to just use a little washi tape to place these down, and then show you how to measure out and place your dies. Hey, so I wanted to show you guys how to place the small dies. This is the second to the smallest nesting die for Labels 1. And I picked this one because it is shallow, or the height is not big, but it is long enough to cross over both of the scored lines. And I just placed the middle of the die right at this point, which I've measured out to be 1 1/4. The next point is 3 inches, and the next point is 4 3/4. And you just place it so that this is the short side. If you can see the slight difference, this is the longer side of the scored section. And you want to put the middle on the first score line. And then line it up so that you are I'm going to put just a little bit of washi there so that it doesn't move around. And you line up that edge of the top cutting plate with that score mark, okay? And you crank it through. So see that you get that cut right there. Hopefully it'll focus. And then the cutting plate again. so that it lines up with that other score mark. See? And we do that 2 more times. And then you will end up with this. So if you fold, right, I've cut it 3 times. Maybe it'll be easier to see like this. I need to glue this back down. And then I will just decorate it up and show you the finished product. So this is the finished decorated card. I made it nice and simple. I used 2 small sheets of the accompanying steampunk spells. This is from the 6x6 to cut the labels, and I used the smallest and the second smallest of the labels 1 nesting dies to make the frames and then the background. And then I used the inside of this background just to decorate the back side a little bit to have a nice finishing touch. And I used the back of this paper just to put in a solid colored coordinating back panel so I could write my message. And then the thanks, actually, I cut out using my small thanks diversions die that I got from Archana and her store. And that's it. Nice and simple. And it's a triple swing card. I really like it. I hope you guys do too and give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye.